Hey there, it's Jack from GettingBackTogetherFast.com. The worst breakup I've ever had was 5 years ago. After a year and a half, my girlfriend dumped me on the day after Valentine's Day, on the phone over the car trip back home from spending the whole day with me. Ouch. I've had some nasty ones, but that's by far the worst. And my reaction wasn't much better. Over the next 3 or 4 weeks, I did about everything that you shouldn't do. I begged, I argued, I called her about every nasty name I could think of, and the list was pretty long. And she didn't want me back. Shocking, I know. But something I learned from that experience, and what I proved has a huge effect in breakups I've had since then, is what I want to share with you. This single piece of counterintuitive relationship advice unlocks the door to getting your ex back. It won't do it by itself, and it's not always possible to get back together with an ex, and you don't always want to once you start moving on with your life anyway. But if you don't do this, it's so much harder than it ever needs to be. Tell him or her that you agree with the reasons for the breakup. Right, you don't agree with them. Chances are you even hate them a little bit for the reasons they broke up with you. But if you call them out, make them feel bad for them, or delegitimize what's going on in their head, you're ruining any chance you have of getting back together later. Think about what it says about you if you give them the chance to mature, to explore other options, to focus on their career, or whatever it is. It says that you're secure in yourself, a very attractive quality, and that you don't need them, which instantly makes them want you more. On top of that, nobody else does this. I'm sure they've had breakups in the past, and I guarantee that almost everyone they've ever broken up with has acted childish or argumentative in some way about it. Don't be one of them. If you agree that he or she should go on their own way for a while, you'll instantly set yourself apart from the rest. Not satisfied yet? Here's another reason. You really don't want to see how it turns out if you convince them to stay with you and they're not ready. That usually ends with him or her cheating on you, resenting you for just about everything in their life, and feeling about you generally about the way they'd feel about a pile of dishes that's been in the sink for 3 weeks. None of that makes for happily ever after. There are a lot of other things you'll need to do, but that should be step number 1 if you haven't done it already. I don't have time to get into the rest here, but you should visit my website at www.gettingbacktogetherfast.com for more free tips and step-by-step instructions detailing how to get your ex-girlfriend back or get back together with an ex-boyfriend. If you're too busy to come check out my site, no worries. Just make sure you tell your estranged significant other that you agree with their decision and that it's for the best, even if you don't. It makes a huge difference.